What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream today. We're going to do something a little different. Not an Arsenal game today. We're going to do the Chelsea against Manchester City Super Sunday clash live from Stamford Bridge. Let's do something different, see how this goes. And it is a game that does kind of involve Arsenal because obviously Arsenal are 3 points behind both teams. Manchester City do have 3 games in hand, so we are a long way behind them if they win, 2 or 3 of those games. But Chelsea, they only have 1 game in hand. This is their game in hand, and this is a difficult game for them. I'd expect Man City to be the favourites going into this game. Big up everyone in the chat for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Ebby said, Big C, we're back again. True Gooner, big up Curtis, respect, bro. Morris says, big up, bro, respect. 6 million, big up C. What's your prediction? Well, Let's briefly have a look at the teams. Who do you want to win this game? Look, as an Arsenal fan, I think we're better off Man City winning this game. They've got 3 games in hand. I don't think City will be close to us this season. I think they're far better than us. But Chelsea, I think we can catch Chelsea, Background game is on fire. Well, I thought, I better take the Arsenal background down for a Premier League game. So got the general one. Big up, though. Appreciate that, bro. Moose is in here as well. Big up, Curtis. Tammy said a draw is better. Yeah, maybe a draw. Before we get into the game, let's just have a look at the 2 teams so you know who is starting. This is the Manchester City team today. So Stefan in goal. No Edison. This is their second choice goalkeeper now. They got Scott Carson on the bench. Cancelo, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Foden, Bernardo, and Sterling as striker. So they're not at full strength. As you can see, Sergio Aguero on the bench, Mendy on the bench, Fernandinho, Mahrez. This Rodri, for me, has been a bit of a flop at Manchester City. They paid 60 million for him. He's quite good at keeping the ball ticking, but is he that good? When you think back in the day, they had that Fernandinho, De Bruyne with David Silva in the pocket. That midfield was unplayable. This City midfield of Rodri and Gundogan, I just don't think it has that same effect anymore, Of course, they got no Laporte as well at centre-back. So they're not at full strength, that's for sure. They are not at full strength. Let's have a look at the Chelsea team and see who they've got playing today. I believe Giroud has been dropped, which is harsh on him. He always seems to score goals and then get left out. Let's just have a look at this Chelsea team. Chelsea got Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta at right back, Zuma and Thiago Silva at centre back, Chilwell at left back, Kovacic, Kante and Mount, the midfield 3. I have to admit, that front 3, Ziyech, Werner and Pulisic, I think that is the front 3 that Chelsea have been trying to get out for a while. I know Werner has struggled through the middle, but I think Ziyech and Pulisic are serious ballers. They got Abraham, Giroud on the bench, Hudson-Odoi, Havertz on the bench. They got some serious strength in depth. I think this front 3 of Ziyech, Werner and Pulisic is going to cause problems to that Manchester City team today. And having seen that team, I think Chelsea might actually be favourites. I hope Man City win because, as I said, I think Chelsea is the team that we need to catch. Alvin's in here. Big up C. Respect, bro. I don't even know him. Sorry. Yeah, he's highly rated. Very highly rated. Karjan, yeah. Timo Werner stinking it up. Oh, mate, let's see what he does. Ziyech is back. He's a serious baller, man. It's crazy to think that, Ziyech was desperate to join Arsenal. Mark Overmars actually approached Arsenal about signing him and we left it. 33 million. Wow, we'll watch along for different teams. Nice. Yeah, I'm just going to try it, man. Just try it. See how it goes. And see if it works, I'll be watching the game anyway. Why not go live? This is the game for Werner to mark his arrival in the Prem. It's true because he hasn't really done it yet. When Werner came to the Prem. I thought he was going to tear it up. I saw his pace, his finishing. Again, he's similar to Aubameyang in the sense that with his back to goal, nowhere near the same level player. You have to play them little through balls and get him running in behind. Lenny says, I don't know, Curtis, City's defence has been solid. Laporte being left out of the team shows it all. I mean, he's not even on the bench, is he? Mendy on the bench, despite, I believe there's something going on where he broke the rules for COVID as well. City are favourites. Chelsea should be favourites to win this match, to be honest. I mean, I think they've got a stronger team. I would say that's close to their full team. Man City, I thought Aguero would play today. But yeah. Don Arsenal said, feels weird watching a green pitch unlike our match. Yeah, our match was mad, man. Proper snowy Christmas settings for our game, man, with the white snow all over it. Curved Glass 123 said, good luck with a non-Arsenal watch-along, Curtis. No pressure. No pressure at all, man. You know, I can actually watch a game without being so intense of Arsenal, like we've got to win, and you know what I mean? Big up Curtis Gunners for life. You don't know, bro. Big C, do you know Bully? Ain't seen that guy for time. I don't know where he is. You know, I used to see him at the Arsenal games. I haven't seen him for years at any game. Never mind on AFTV. Rumours are Buendia is a done deal. I mean, Buendia, would you be happy with that? I would take him. You know, he might not be my first option, but having seen what he's done this season and last season, I think it would be a good signing, you know, but they're talking about 30 million. I'm not sure, you know, is he worth 30 million? I suppose time will tell. Time will tell, you know. Aside from Mason Mount, that should be Chelsea's best team. So I suppose you'd say Havertz for Mason Mount probably to be their strongest team. Reese says, big up Big C, like the content switch up, getting a break from Arsenal. I'm telling you, how nice is it when our team have won? We got the 3 points in the bag. We've scored goals. And now I can just relax Super Sunday, you know, watch Chelsea, Man City and just, you know, no pressure, you know. It's nice for once. Loads of Chelsea fans making excuses for Werner by saying he's playing out wide. Let's see what he does through the middle. There you go. How was the chicken? 980 yet, you know, bro. I'm going to eat after this game. Curtis doesn't have to deal with our moaning with a non-Arsenal watch-along. Bro, you don't have to deal with my moaning as well, you know? Alexander said, big up Curtis for a magnificent job. Keep it up, bro. Thank you very much, bro. Bless up, says Mr. J84. Who is the new City keeper? Is Edison injured? Defence like stability at the back, a recognisable voice. Chelsea will win, I'm afraid. Their front three, wow. I mean, their front three is a wow on paper, but can they perform? I believe Edison is injured. Here comes City with Foden. He goes out for a throw. You know, Sterling through the middle as well. A stress-free watch-along. Yeah, man, I'm chilling. Chilling. Sunday, you know, just relaxed. Big up Wilson, he said, yo, Curtis, Arsenal have won 3 games in a row. What a great New Year's present. Oh, for real, man. For real. Nah, no jollof today, you know. No jollof. Jamaican jerk chicken today, probably. It's nice to be able to watch a game where we can take the emotion out of it. That's it. Chilwell wins a... No, it doesn't go out for a corner. City still move the ball so well. That Rodri, though, that signing for me just hasn't worked for City, you know. This is plastic surgery v plastic surgery. Yeah, man. Spent all their money and built their club. You can't knock them, though. You really can't knock them because, you know, you look at Chelsea. Chelsea have won everything, you know, since the money came in. Champions League, everything. You look at Manchester City, apart from the Champions League, they've won everything. You know, I remember Man City getting relegated to League One, you know, coming up through the playoffs. I think they won on penalties. Nicky Weaver in goal, Paul Dickov up front. You know, so you can't blame them. Yeah, the USA goalkeeper. And, oh, no, back pass. He's just picked the ball up. Yeah, I've tried jollof, man. Nice, very nice. Curtis, have you done a video with Matisse before? I rate his channel. You know what? I need to get back to him. He actually messaged me today. It's funny he said that, saying that, you know, he wants to do a video, Arsenal and Chelsea. Free kick to Chelsea, right on the edge of the box. Ziyech and Mason Mount standing over the ball. Chelsea are in big trouble, and Arsenal are only 3 points behind them. Listen, I think we could do with Man City winning today, just to get us back up there and keep that pressure on Chelsea. Curved Glass said, I don't rate Mendy. His cumbersome thoughts. Yeah, a little bit clumsy. Strong, powerful, but yeah, a bit clumsy, man. Who's Zach Steffren? Surely that's their third keeper. I believe it's now their second choice keeper. Free kick to Chelsea, right on the edge of the box. Ziyech deflected out for a corner. Yes, Richard, big up, bro. We are only 3 points off Chelsea. Lampard should be under a lot more pressure than he is with the players he has compared to us. I think if Chelsea lose today, you will see that pressure intensify, even though, you know, Chelsea are probably not better than Manchester City, so you wouldn't expect them to win, but they're in a bad run of form. 1 win in their last 5. They spent more money than anyone in Europe last season. 200 million plus, you know. They paid, what, 75 for Havertz, 45 for Werner, 50 million for Chilwell, 30 for Mendy, the goalkeeper as well. Obviously, they got Thiago Silva in on a free. They've spent an absolute fortune. Corner whipped in. Ooh, headed away. That's a typical American keeper. No, but I'm sure America had a couple of good goalkeepers, man. What about Tim Howard? He was all right. Brad Friedel, Premier League legend, man. They've had a couple of good goalkeepers. Yeah, Bravo left Man City, man. Do you think Man City will be first? It's Kevin De Bruyne, pulls it back. Oh, Rodri, what are you doing? I told you, man. That Rodri, I don't rate him. Here's Werner. Let's see what he's about. City could be in trouble here. Werner crosses it. Poor cross. Yes, Omar, big up, bro. He says, big up, lads and ladies. Bravo is at Real Betis with Pellegrini. Do you watch darts? Not really, you know. I've watched a few times back in the day, you know. Phil Taylor and Van Barneveld and them, man. But no, I haven't watched darts for a long time. Casey Keller as well. Yeah, he was a good keeper, man. Leicester. Guzan. Brad Guzan. Was he at Villa? I don't think he was that good. Rodri is the Spanish Sean Longstaff. He's just one of them guys who just keeps the ball. He don't really do nothing, man. 60 mil, like, I just don't really get. I'm a Man City fan. There you go. We got a City fan in the building. I got to be honest. I don't know too many Man City fans, you know. I've got probably 2 friends who really, you know, supported Man City for a long, long time. And, you know, we used to laugh at them, man, back in the day, you know, when Man City were, you know, League One and that. It's amazing how times change, you know. Now they've got unbelievable training ground, Pepper's manager, multiple titles. Yes, Fluffy Fuel Gaming. Musa said Werner is poor. Is he poor? Is he just struggling, starting slow? I do think he's not a bad player, but he's struggling to adjust. Rodri is the Spanish Xhaka, you're saying. Brian McBride, Clint Dempsey, proper American Premier League throwbacks. Brian McBride, Dempsey, yeah, Fulham. Clint Dempsey was a proper baller still, you know. He was good. Any Man City or Chelsea fans in here? Keegan said, I'm a Man City fan as well. There you go. Couple Man City fans. Irv Glass said, Curtis, I owe you a pint for helping me through these times. It's been a pleasure being part of your show. I feel City will nick this match. Nah, you don't owe me a pint, bro. Just I appreciate the support, the comments, the views. That's enough, man. That's enough for me. He's a fat Busquets with no technique. Oh, my days. What time are you on? I'm on 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So let me know if I'm up to date with you guys. Sometimes these streams, man, they get caught a bit behind. I'm watching it through Sky, so there should be no problems. Peter said, good afternoon, Curtis. Another stream. Smash the likes, people. American players. Brian McBride knew where the goal was. Yeah, man. It's one of them that I'm really surprised that America haven't got a top level football team, because America is such a big country, so multicultural. There are a lot of players from different parts of the world there. I'm just really surprised they're not a dominant football team. I got so much hate for this, but I honestly think Kante hasn't been world class since 2018. I think since who was the manager? Sarri. He's just like, I don't understand how he got him into this like attacking role. It doesn't make no sense. He was the best probably CDM around, and they got him attacking. They got him attacking. It doesn't make sense. They're saying I'm 5 seconds behind. It's crazy because I'm watching the game live through Sky, but the feed through the stream is delaying me by 5 seconds, which is frustrating. God, I said too many new players in one window for Chelsea. I think so as well. I think they did too much. I think Ziyech was a great signing. Havertz, even though I think he's a baller, I didn't think they needed him. I think Mason Mount plays that attacking midfield role well. To spend 75 million on a cam when they had a cam was never really necessary. Bro, why live streaming this match? Bro, I'm just trying a thing. Obviously, Arsenal don't play now till next Saturday in the FA Cup. A lot of people have been asking for me to live stream other teams, so I'm going to start today and see how it goes. Are you still Arteta out? Do you know what? He's doing all right. There's a long way to go, man. That's all I can say. There's a long way to go. He's still got to prove himself. I think we've obviously improved. But yeah, that's where we're at, really. If you watch in HD or 4K, there is a slight delay compared to SD. That's a good point. And I am watching it in HD. Oh, Werner could have been fouled there. Do you know what? Let me try that. 11. Let me watch it through normal. Let me take the HD off. Let's see if that works. Unpopular opinion: Havertz will be the biggest flop in Premier League history. Well, let's see. He's not looking great at the moment. Maldini has pictures of Tierney on his bedside table. Someone said something like that earlier. Roberto Carlos has posters of Tierney on his bedroom wall, Tierney yesterday was unbelievable, man. I said it earlier. I think he's the best left back in the league after Robertson. I'd put him at number 2. I don't think there's a better one. I got to be honest. Roy Wegley and John Hawkes. Yeah, America. I mean, I am surprised they haven't, produced a better national team. Said said, "Yo, Big C, do you think Saka's the best young player in Europe at the moment?" He's definitely up there. He's definitely up there, man. I can't think of many better that are teenagers as well. He's unbelievable. Reece said Mkhitaryan, 7 goals, 6 assists this season. Was he really that bad? It's typical, isn't it, though? Sometimes it's the league. I don't think Mkhitaryan ever really kicked into gear in the Premier League. He wasn't great at Man United. You could always see he had talent, but even at Arsenal, he wasn't great. The Italian league's a bit slower, probably more suited to him. On Turkish's Big Six show the other day, Steve, the Man City channel, was saying Rodri is better than Van der Beek. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Van der Beek. That's the problem. But Rodri, I just don't rate him. He's just a guy who keeps it ticking. Spanish Granit Xhaka. No, he's probably tidier than Xhaka, but I honestly don't think he's that good. Mukil said, bro, would you pick Giroud ahead of Werner? I think the problem is Giroud has done better than Timo Werner, but they spent big money on him. He's younger. Giroud's in his 30s. I think he's in his last year of his contract. They've got to try and get something out of Werner. It's almost like the situation with Pepe. We've got to try and get something out of him to make him a better player. João Felix is the best under 21 in the world. He's up there. He's an absolute baller, to be fair. Saka or Ansu Fati? Nah, I'm going for Saka. I am. Rayner's good as well. Rayner is good. Big up, Curtis. Should we get Caballero as our backup? Nah. Don't get me wrong, he's better than Runarsson, but I don't like Caballero at all, man. Seriously, he's poor. I saw yesterday someone was saying Matt Ryan from Brighton. Someone said Ben Foster. We just need someone who's solid and reliable. Big C, why do you think Carlos Vela didn't make it in Arsenal? He was top goal scorer in Spain the next season. Was he top goal scorer in Spain? That's a big shout. I thought he was top goal scorer in the MLS. Let me have a look. I got to pull that. I don't remember Carlos Vela being top scorer. Surely Vela wasn't outscoring Ronaldo and Messi and them, man. But Carlos Vela was good. I always felt like Vela got bullied in the Premier League. You know, I always remember him doing some great finishes, but never seemed to have the strength. Carlos Vela. Let's have a look. People saying he was top goal scorer in Spain. I could be wrong. But I don't remember it. So he got... Oh, De Bruyne, what a chance. Puts it wide. He got 31. Nah, he was never top scorer. I don't think, anyway. Real Sociedad, 54 goals in 184 games. Nah, wasn't top scorer, but he scored a lot of goals. He's done bits in America. What a chance for De Bruyne. Cancelo finds De Bruyne one-on-one, drags it wide. What a miss. How has he missed that? De Bruyne as well, you know. That's a poor finish. I would have scored that. Curtis wins 100k or Arsenal win the treble. Listen, if Arsenal won the treble, I'd probably get 100k through YouTube anyway. Let's go Arsenal. Let's go Arsenal, man. Money in everything. One said, big up Curtis Shaw TV. Big up, bro. Don't laugh, but I still rate Pepe. Nah, bro, I ain't going to laugh. Pepe's got talent. It's clear that Pepe's got talent, but he just isn't producing it. He isn't getting a run in the team. You look at Saka, how he's playing on the right, and you think, well, Pepe ain't going to get back in the team. Yeah, golden boot contender, I think he means. Yes, big up, bro. Do you rate Cancelo? Not really, you know. He's okay. Is Sterling? Oh, straight to the keeper. He's not bad, but they paid big money for him. He weren't cheap. He was not cheap at all. What's happened to Kante? Yeah, I said before DM. I suppose he wasn't a DM. You know, he's more box to box, but he just used to clean up. Anyone who got in the attacking third, Kante would just clean up, you know, just win the ball out of nowhere. And, you know, he just doesn't look the same player now. Treble of Europa League, Carabao Cup, League Cup. Yeah, if that's the treble, I got to take the 100k still. You know, if you're talking treble, I need Premier League, Champions League, and FA Cup. Do you know what I mean? I can't take that one. You know, imagine if well, Carabao is the League Cup, so Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup. Oh, what a goal that is, Gundogan. 1-0 to Manchester City. That's a great goal. What a finish. 1-0 to City. Man City winning 1-0. Gundogan with the goal. Man City playing with no out-and-out striker. False nine, Sterling. Gundogan with a great finish. Oh, that is a good goal. Whipped in by Zinchenko. Foden. Jeez, look at Gundogan. That reminds me of Makeda back in the day. Little Cruyff turn. On Thiago Silva as well, you know. That ain't no joke. Whips it in the bottom corner. Mendy gets his fingertips on it. And it's in. That is a really good finish. He finished that like a striker, bro. Aye, Chelsea's woes continue. I can't say I'm too unhappy about it, you know. This will be a good result for Arsenal. Very good result. That's a great finish. Gundogan. What a Cruyff turn and finish in the corner, man. Great finish. Lampard under pressure. Hey, we're not saying Arteta out. I might have to do a Lampard out show tomorrow. Oh, dear. Yeah, do you know what? I thought they was playing Sterling up front, but apparently De Bruyne looks like he's playing false nine. Very nice goal. 36-year-old retired on the spot. He got dealt with there, man. Mahrez or Zaha, somebody says. I do like Zaha, but Mahrez, I think, is... I think Moore is probably better than Zaha. Let's be honest, man. He's a baller. Lampard, yeah, 200 million. Real Captain said, I'm a City fan today. I have to admit, I'm trying to remain neutral, but yeah, I'm a City fan as well. You know, they got man like Aguero on the bench as well. Gundogan is a fast-thinking player, Shawmeister. Yeah, man, that nice. You know what? Gundogan's been a good sign. I think they paid like 20 million for him. He's been a real quality signing for Manchester City. There was talk of him leaving in the summer as well. Do you think Mendy should have done better? He got fingertips on it. It wasn't the most powerful of shots. That Mendy, when he came in, was like looked like a revelation. Oh, is De Bruyne. Whips it in. Foden! It's 2-0! Phil Foden! Lampard out! Get him out! Oh, great finish. Lovely finish that is. I don't know if he's onside, but Foden has made it 2-0. Great ball from Kevin De Bruyne. And listen, 2-0 down. Manchester City, man, they're proving themselves. This could be a battering. Fat Frank could be out tonight. 200 million spent. Is he onside? De Bruyne finds Foden. De Bruyne. Oh, what a ball from Kevin De Bruyne. I heard, man, comparing him to... oh, what a finish. Just sweeps it in again. Mendy gets fingertips on it. I heard, man, comparing De Bruyne to Bruno Fernandes. People need to calm down with that. KDB is mad. 2-0. Fat Frank could be on his way out. 200 million spent. He's all over the place. And big up Bolo Yemi with a super chat. He said, USA don't have a huge football team because the sport is behind NFL, basketball, track, athletics, MMA. The best talents go to these sports. I mean, it's not even called football. Shout out from Minnesota. Big up, bro. And you're right. Listen, we know football or soccer is third or fourth biggest, fifth biggest sport maybe in America. So I'm not surprised, but I'm just surprised that they're not more into it. To be honest, Kieran Tierney levels above Chilwell. Chelsea got munched for 50 mil. The English tax, man, I'm telling you. Fat Frankie, mate, he's done at it. You're celebrating like Arsenal are playing. Bro, do you know what? I wanted to remain neutral, but I did feel like, you know, I hope Man City turn Chelsea over. I don't think Man City are anything to do with Arsenal this season. They've got 3 games in hand. They'll probably win this. Here's Bernardo Silva. Shoots. Oh, keeper saves it. They win this, they'll be, 6 points clear with 2 games in hand. Man City will be in the top 2, in my opinion. City and Liverpool top 2. And, yeah, I've got no problem with City winning this game. Maybe I got a bit excited on the celebration, but I genuinely don't want Chelsea to win this game because we'll be 3 points behind Chelsea on the same games. Chilwell is an English Mendy. Oh, dear. Chelsea getting smacked. Frank in. Keep him in there. He needs another 200 mil, man. You reckon ESR will turn out to be a KDB? It's way too early to say that, man. KDB's on another planet, you know. But listen, ESR started well. Long way to go. Big on my brother, Bav's in the building. Go and subscribe to Bav's. Great channel. Gone past 30K. You know, really brilliant YouTube channel. Anyone who hasn't subscribed, go and hit him up. Go and hit that subscribe button as well. Big up Bavs. I'm trying to ting Bavs. Green screen and everything. Sterling here could be in. Sterling whips it in. Oh, corner. Chelsea getting slapped. Keep Fat Frank in. Keep feeding him. Keep feeding him. Abramovich, just feed him. How many live in America? Surely it has to be a huge following. Still, that's the thing. You would think that it would still have a big following, even if it's not the biggest of sports over there. Fat Frank or Emery? You got to be Emery, man. Fat Frank spent 200 mil. De Bruyne whips it in. Oh, Emery was getting, you know, players like Socrates and that. What would Frank Lampard do with Socrates at the back? You know, Lichtsteiner playing at right back. He'd be in the bottom half of the table. Marcus said, nice on you, bro. Wife's a City fan, but she's always listening on the Arsenal Watchalong live from Finland. Big up, bro. Thank you for tuning in, you and your missus, and supporting the channel. Ben says, Curtis, Pepe's in the mud. Did you see what Tierney said about Saka being his right winger on Instagram? I don't think we need to take too much into that. You know, I think, was it Saka said to Tierney, my left back. Tierney said, my right winger. I don't think at the time he's worrying too much about Pepe. It's down to Pepe at the end of the day. You're still at Arsenal. You still get game time at some stage. You've got to perform, bro. It's down to you, Pepe, you know. It's time to step up. Saka's stepped up, you know. Saka's playing well. Left back, left wing, right wing, number 10, you know. He's got to do bits. Them man on Chelsea TV are under stress. Babs and Troops are getting onto them. Yeah, man. They deserve it, man. Give it to them. Get Zara on the stream. Yeah, big up Zara, man, and Troops. I think Troops is still in England, actually. The soccer fans in USA are mentally tough, though, even though their chants are... Oh, dear. Listen, I'm surprised MLS has never taken off, honestly, man. ESR looking like Grealish, Curtis, with them socks pulled down. Listen, he's got every right to have them socks pulled down the way he's playing, man. Keep Frank in. He needs more money, Roman. Give him another 200 million in January, man. Arteta broke Lampard. Here we go. No, I think that 3-0 put him, or 3-1, put him down in the dumps, man. Chelsea turned up to the Emirates. They thought, you know what? This is one of the worst Arsenal teams we've ever seen. You know, we were 15th at the time. They rolled into town thinking they were going to slap us up. They lost 3-1, and from there, Frank's just gone downhill, man. Arteta might have broke him, to be fair. Billy Young said, big up from Tucson, Arizona, is that? Love the show, brother. Keeps me close to the ends. Yeah, man, this is it. Community feeling, man. Community on this channel. Curtis, name a starting 11 for the Euros. I mean, who's the keeper? I don't know. Do you go Henderson or Pickford? They'll stick with Pickford because he's been the keeper. Back four. I mean, it's tough to pick a four. Trent. Trent at right back. I mean, who would you go? Maguire and Gomez, maybe? I'm not sure at centre back. Left back, you probably go Chilwell. My midfield three would be Henderson. I would play Phillips from Leeds. I like him. I don't really like Declan Rice. City could be in again here. Foden dinks it in. Cancelo hits it. Ooh, puts it over the bar. I would go Phillips, Henderson, and I would play Grealish in the 10. My front three would be Kane, Rashford, and Sterling. That's who I'd play. I think that's a good team. You've still got man like Foden and Sancho to bring off the bench. I really don't rate Declan Rice. I don't see what the hype's about. He's just a more mobile Eric Dyer to me. I like that. I like Phillips at Leeds. Play Phillips and Henderson in the 2. Curtis, will Lampard be arrested for him after the game for impersonating a football manager? Oh, dear. Squad said I called 4-0 to City. I hope it is. I hope they slap Chelsea all over the place. Ooh, nearly give it away again. Chelsea are playing some mad football. Nick Pope. I think Pope's all right. I'm not sure. How about Maddison in the team? Where would you play him? I wouldn't play him over Grealish. Chelsea on the attack. Chilwell whips it in. Header. Ooh, comes out to Werner. City have cleared. Uber for Lampard. Curtis, will you be doing watch-alongs for other Premier League teams in the future? Listen, if it goes all right and people like it, I'll do it. I'll definitely do it. You know, I watch these games anyway. I'm quite happy to go on stream and interact and talk to other fans. Curtis, you need to change Tierney and Lacaz's ratings to 10 each. Your grading is harsh. I gave them both a 9, you know. They probably did deserve 10. I said it's probably a 9.5, but I have this thing of, you know, sometimes you have to take into account the opposition. I think Tierney had nothing to do defensively. He was fantastic, you know, man, Lacazette. Maybe I've been harsh giving them 9s, but I didn't give anyone a 10. I'm a little bit harsh with my ratings, man. But listen, I'm sure we'll do 10s eventually. Squad said background's looking professional, by the way. Big up, bro. Thank you very much. Hey, Nick Pope is quality on FIFA. Bro, I had him. You know when I just started the game when you have your all-goal team? Here we go again. City again. Gundogan. Ooh, blocked. He should have passed that. He had someone over in support there. I think it was Zinchenko. City look dangerous every time they attack. Pulisic, I do like him. He's a very good player. He's been fouled. Yeah, Nick Pope was my go-to goalkeeper on FIFA, man. You know when you have to buy a keeper for like 2,000 coins? He's massive, isn't he? He's like 6'5" or something. He was very good on FIFA. I've stopped playing FIFA recently, man. Weekend League, it's too annoying. Ryan said Grealish or Maddison. Grealish all day for me. I do like Maddison, but I do like Grealish. He's a baller, man. Timo is awful. I don't think he's awful, but he hasn't acclimatized to the league at all. Foden or Saka without bias. It's close. I'm going to be honest. It's close. I think Foden's a serious player. I'm going Saka, man. I'm going Saka. He's doing it in a poor team that has improved, but obviously we've been poor. Every position he's played, he's been fantastic. It's close, though, still. I think Foden's a serious baller. Yeah, background is correct, except for the fella on the right. You're talking about this guy here, yeah? Human Son. You know what? I was actually looking for a picture with no Tottenham players in it. But I thought, you know, let me just keep it neutral. You know, it's Premier League action. So, you know, I'm not going to get too caught up. Curtis, play Football Manager instead. I do play it a little bit, you know. A lot of people have been asking for streams of Football Manager as well. Listen, I'm always willing to add to the channel. Lampard in or out? Leave him there, man. I'm happy. Lampard in. Cello said, Foot Weekend League is so frustrating. I believe it's rigged. It's just play to win, bro. It's simply play to win. Pay to win, sorry. They just want you to spend a fortune on packs. That's it. You know, that's all it is now. It's a pay to win game. It's super competitive. It is rigged. If you turn up with an 83, 84 rated team, he's got a 90 plus rated team, more than likely he's going to get the win. That it will just work in his favor. Big up Method Man with the super chat. He said, what do you think about Ruben Neves beside Partey? I would be happy with that. I rate Ruben Neves highly. He was being linked with Man City, and then this season I've seen him on the bench a couple of times at Wolves, which is interesting. Werner doesn't suit the Prem. I always say, if you watch Bundesliga, it must be one of the easiest leagues in the world to get one-on-one with a goalkeeper. The defenders play such a high line, one through ball and you win. Even watch Haaland, how many times he gets one-on-one. Watch Aubameyang when he was in the Bundesliga. Defenses are so high up the pitch, and you don't get that in the Premier League. We'll take Havertz for 15 mil. Jeez. Lampard, mate, he's not getting the best out of him yet. Big up my boy, Franny Green, Forever Football with Franny Green. He says, yes, brothers and sisters, happy Sunday to you, bro. Everyone go and subscribe to his channel, Ex-Professional Footballer. Just started a YouTube channel. I will be working with him in the future, and he's very good, knows what he's talking about. Go and subscribe. Lona says, big up, Curtis. What's your opinion on Stones at Arsenal? Arteta fancies him. I've seen that there is a chance of him joining us. I don't think it'll happen now because John Stone's getting game time again, you know. Before he wasn't playing at all. But now we were linked with him. I think it was last season. They were talking about 20 million. Stones ain't a bad player. I don't see City letting him go. Online seasons is better, more relaxed, 100%. 100%. Ultimate Team, as you said, foot is a joke. I avoid it. It's got to be the most stressful football game ever. I don't want Stones. Pro Evo 2021. Bro, I haven't played Pro Evo since probably, I don't know, 15 years ago, probably. Sterling, one-on-one with a goalkeeper. Raheem Sterling, he's in. Kante's chasing him. Sterling takes it round Mendy. He's messed it up. Sterling, what's he doing? Sterling, he's in the post. De Bruyne, he scored 3-0. Oh, my God. How did Sterling not score 3-0? Wow. 3-0 to Manchester City. Unbelievable. Sterling one-on-one, takes it round the goalkeeper. He waits. He hits the post, comes back out to Kevin De Bruyne, who slaps it in the bottom corner. And that was actually a Chelsea free kick. Wow, Kante, what are you doing? Gives the ball away. Sterling's unmarked on the halfway line. That reminds me of Arsenal when we played Liverpool at Anfield a few years ago when Bellerin missed the header and Salah had half the pitch to run one-on-one. Frank Lampard in, man. Keep feeding him, Roman. Keep feeding Fat Frank. Wow, they're queuing up for it. They're queuing up. Foden was there. What has happened to N'Golo Kante, man? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, mate. Bye-bye, Frankie. Listen, Roman won't give him much longer, I'm telling you. He's not on this, Arsenal business where we just give you time. Roman is harsh, mate. He don't care if he's a legend. This could be another 6-0. I want my look. City are in it. They're on him again here. Bernardo Silva crosses it in, back post. Foden. Oh, my days. Heads over the bar. He was unmarked. Could have been 4. They are getting battered. Woo-hoo-hoo. Every time City attack. Chelsea are a mess, man. Fat Frank. Kante looked like he was chasing Gabby there. Oh, mate, I think Gabby's ruined Kante. He had him eating grass on the floor, man. He's done out here. Hey, big up, Curtis. We are third now after the Newcastle win. Thoughts on our performance? I thought you were good again today. Leicester are doing well. They just seem to handle victories, Went to Newcastle, tricky game, got the job done. Can't fault Leicester. I rate Leicester. Very clever in the market. Very good manager in Brendan Rodgers. Vardy consistently produces. Maddison. Tillerman's absolute baller as well. Chelsea are getting rinsed. They are. I mean, you can't spend 200 million and get dealt with like this, Man City they look like they're going to score every time they attack. They got no Aguero as well. Imagine if Aguero was playing. We want 5, yeah, man. Fat Frank under pressure. It's mad how people are calling him Fat Frank. I want Frank in, mate. Leave him there. Fran said, the video I did the other day is making sense now. Go check it out, everyone. I see it. I saw it. Frank Lampard under pressure. Definitely. N'Golo Kante, man, maybe he needs a move. He dominated the Premier League. I don't understand. It's like Chelsea play him in a way where it's like, we want you to get on the ball and do things. Kante is not that player. Mop up, win the ball back, give it to the players that can play. That would be my thing with him. Win the ball and give it, But they've got him actually trying to play and make things happen. It ain't going to happen. Chelsea on the attack, whipped in. That is awful. Absolutely awful, Aspilicueta. Man said, Fatty Frank is a ham roll, blood. 230 mil wasted. He'll be lucky to be the manager next season. Oh, I can see the question and I hate the question because of the Arsenal element to it. Curtis, rate the 5 footballers on the green screen in order of best to worst. Wow. I would say it's either De Bruyne or Mane. I'm going to go De Bruyne, Mane. Oh, man. I got to be honest. Son is third. I'll go Aubameyang, Rashford. Even though Rashford is really doing well, but I've still got to give Aubameyang ratings for what he's produced. So I'll go KDB, Mane, Son, Aubameyang, Rashford. And it's harsh on Rashford, but I'm still giving Aubameyang credit for what he's produced. I'm not just going to write you off. And there you go. You've picked the same order. And I do. I think that's true. I've been honest. I could have been, biased on Aubameyang and just put him up there. I think De Bruyne's probably one of the best centre mids in the world. Mane, one of the best left wingers in the world. I put Mane over Son because of the consistency. Mane's been producing year after year. He's won the Prem. He's won the Champions League. Son's had a lot of injuries. He's had a lot of periods in the game where he's gone quiet. So I think you've got to put Mane above Son. even though I think Son's an absolute baller. Who are you going for? De Bruyne, Son, Aubameyang, Mane, Rashford. There's no way Mane can be below Aubameyang or even Son for me. Honestly, Mane's produced season after season. KDB, Mane, Son, Rashford on form, and Aubameyang. I get it. If you're going off form, Aubameyang's bottom of the group. But I'm going off overall what you've been producing. Fran says De Bruyne, Son, Mane, Rashford, Aubameyang. That's harsh, Fran. I feel like you're writing that more on form, to be fair, because there's no way Mane is below Son. You know, Mane's won golden boots and everything in the Prem. Son is technically more easy to watch and stuff like that. Mane's been on fire for probably three years at least. Mane wins so many points for Liverpool. He's so often the first to score. I mean, listen, I would almost have Mane first, but I think De Bruyne is just that. He's that midfielder that gets into every single team in the world. You know, Kevin De Bruyne gets into every team in world football. You're right. It's not about what you've won, as you said. Who said that? Actually, it's gone off. It's not about what you've won, but it's about what has Mane produced in winning them things. You know, it's not like he was a passenger in Liverpool winning them trophies. He's been inspirational. A lot of Liverpool fans say he's their best player. Who is worse, Rashford or Nketiah? Now, that's disrespectful, man. Rashford's a baller, bro. Seriously, man. Rashford's a very good player. Eddie Nketiah, mate, he's not even close. Mane is so underrated. Son is amazing, got to admit. I think he's Tottenham's best player. I know people love Harry Kane, but I think Son's unbelievable. One of the best left wingers in the world, honestly. I would go that far. Son, he's up there. He's right up there. Miguel said, love his show, Curtis. I didn't see the game teaching kids soccer here in the USA early morning, but that scoreline amazing. Big up Miguel for tuning in. I appreciate that. Good luck with your coaching. Majestic T said, De Bruyne, Mane, Son, Aubameyang, Rashford. Yep, same order I had. Fran says on form, which, yeah, I can get it on form. Keegan said, my YouTube channel has 5th of December or started 5th of December. Did you mean? I have one subscriber. Please, everyone watching. This is it, called Callum Graham and Keegan Graham. There you go. Kane is a diver. Make sure everyone watching as well. Over 500 of you tuning in. Really appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Bro, you look like DeAndre Yedlin in Newcastle. Oh, my days. Must be the plaits and the light skin, you know. We got Alexander with a super chat. He said, would you sell Saka in the summer if 100 million offer comes in from Real or Bayern? Great podcast. Wish every Arsenal fan an amazing 2021. Listen, let's be honest. Like, Arsenal would accept 100 million for Saka. He'd be hard to replace. I'd probably take 100 million for him. But you've still got to replace him. And as you've seen, we spent 72 million on Pepe. And look at him, he hasn't produced. 75 million Chelsea spent on Havertz. So for 100 mil, they would have no choice but to sell him, let's be honest. Rashford is overrated, but he's better than Arsenal's forwards. I don't think he's better than Aubameyang, honestly. I like him as a winger. Remember, he's playing left wing. I know Aubameyang's played left wing, to be honest, but he's on better form, that's for certain. Big up Bekuta with a super chat. He said, Chelsea going for Tuchel thoughts. Game against Arsenal probably exposed Chelsea, and does Gabriel come back to our defence? Gabriel has to come back. It's just who you play him next to. I'd play him next to Pablo Mari. Oh, Sterling has just rinsed Kante. Kevin De Bruyne, Zinchenko on the overlap. Whips it in. Oh, Gundogan with a little flick. Puts it wide. They are tearing Chelsea apart. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man's doing the little Kanu flick back and everything. Look at Sterling outpacing Kante, man. Into De Bruyne. Was it Zinchenko or Foden? No, it was Foden, sorry. Cross it in. Little flick with his left foot gone to it. Oh, even the pass, he nutmegs Aspilicueta. They are absolutely balling out here, Man City today. Serious. Thomas Tuchel, if he goes to Chelsea, I'm not sure about Tuchel. You know, he's being linked with Arsenal. I've never been fully convinced by him, to be honest. I suppose he did a good job. He got to Champions League final with PSG. But, you know, I'm not fully convinced. What a miss. It's not an easy finish, though, you know, when you do that little flick. I wouldn't sell Saka, no guaranteed replacement. That's the thing. Like I said, you could sell him for 100 mil, spend 70 mil on someone who doesn't work. You've got 30 mil left. You're scrambling then. So the club would sell him, but let's hold on to him. He's brilliant. He's 19. Why sell him? The money means nothing unless you can replace him. Thomas Tuchel is overrated. I don't really rate him. Oh, my God. Timo Werner's having an absolute nightmare. He is poor, man. Well, he's struggling, that's for certain. Lampard might get the sack after this. It depends on how much it ends up. You know, if it ends up at 4 or 5-0, they might get rid of him. Are you being sponsored for this vid? I'm not. There's no sponsorship on this vid. It is for the Arsenal videos, so there's no sponsorship. Chelsea never been the same since losing to Arsenal. Honestly, I think they were arrogant. I think they turned up and just expected to batter us, you know, and they got dealt with. Pulisic there gets booked. I have to admit, someone mentioned earlier Cancelo, but he has actually played quite well today, to be honest. He has done well. Give Pepe away for free, says 2020 content. Bro, I'm sure we get some sort of money for him. Curtis, is Chelsea seriously this bad? No chemistry whatsoever. When you sign a lot of players in one window, it's very hit and miss. It doesn't always work. Ziyech whips it in. Oh, header. Keeper saves it. Yeah, it doesn't always work. You know, they made a lot of signings in one window and it really hasn't worked. Jesus El Savior said, hi, Curtis, I'm concerned about Arteta's ability to develop youth. Remember that Unai is the one who gave Saka a chance while Arteta has failed both Saliba and Balogun. You make a good point with Saliba and Balogun, but listen, I suppose we have to give him credit for how good Saka has come on under his management. Smith Rowe, Martinelli's back. So, yeah, but Balogun and Saliba are very disappointing. But I suppose it's not too late. It'll be interesting what happens with those two in this window. Martin Tyler ain't got nothing on Big C with the commentary. Hey, big up, bro. I appreciate that. High praise, man. Martin Tyler is a real commentator legend. Fatty Frank, man, is saying. Probably best to be relegated to let him rebuild. Chelsea, man, they're all over the place. Smith Rowe. Curtis, rate these players in order, best to worst, based on their career. Ibrahimovic, Suarez, Aguero, Benzema, Lewandowski. That is a tricky one, man. Based on their careers as well, you're saying. I believe have all of them won the Champions League? Oh, Aguero hasn't. Halftime whistle's gone, by the way. Aguero hasn't won the Champions League. So if you're saying by their careers, you've actually got to put Aguero at the bottom of the list. But that's a horrible one because I'd say Aguero is better than Benzema. I think Luis Suarez is the best striker out of them five. Even though he didn't produce it as long maybe as some of the others, I'm putting Luis Suarez first. Second, I'm probably going Lewandowski, Ibrahimovic. I think I'm going Lewandowski second. Suarez, Lewandowski. I suppose you've got to go for Ibra. He's won so many trophies. Aguero, Benzema. There you go. What do you guys think about that? Luis Suarez, for me, is one of the best strikers I've ever seen, honestly. People saying Zlatan never won the Champions League. There you go. So I got that one wrong. Benzema at the top, you're saying. Aguero over Benzema. Bro, look at Aguero's goal record, man. I know Benzema is a ridiculous player, but he's played backup dancer to Ronaldo, man. Let's be honest, you know. Benzema's an unbelievable link-up, man, but I can't put Benzema ahead of Luis Suarez, man. Luis Suarez is absolutely ridiculous. The funny thing is, by right, and this is me being totally honest, If you're talking about just which striker do you like the most, right? These are the 5 that you said. I would actually put Ibrahimovic bottom of the list because I love Luis Suarez. I think he's absolutely unbelievable. He'll be top. Lewandowski is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I'm then putting Benzema and Aguero above Ibra. Ibra, for me, he's a tall goal scorer, isn't he? You know, he's scored goals everywhere he's been. If you're talking career, obviously Benzema's won a heck of a lot. He wasn't in the World Cup winning squad. I'm just going straight. I'm just going straight off what you asked for career. If you're asking me to name, you know, who I think was the best, I think Luis Suarez is the best out of them 5. You know, his top level, I think he's higher than the others. Benzema is a ridiculous player. As I said, I don't think he fulfilled his potential as an individual player. I think he realised Ronaldo's running the show here. I'm just going to chill. And like I said, play backup dancer to Ronnie, man. Aguero, man. Aguero's one of the best strikers to ever play in the Premier League. I think Aguero is better than Ibra, you know, definitely for me. Great question, by the way. Adam said, Curtis, now maybe as Arsenal fans can laugh at someone else, shows that Lamps v Arteta comparison is a joke. Us fans should be ashamed for the way we are being talked. I don't think we should be ashamed. I think when you're 15th losing to Burnley at home, you got every right to question the manager. Do you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Lampard is struggling. Big C, I know you know football and you know Ibra is skillful. I wasn't being disrespectful to Ibra. Ibra is a joke of a player. I'm just saying out of them 5, for my personal preference of strikers I've liked, I would have put him last. You know. Suarez, for me, unbelievable striker. Aguero is one of my favourite ever strikers in the Prem. Benzema is an incredible footballer. You know, I think he could have been even better, but I think he decided, I'll allow Ronaldo to be number 1 and I'll play in the shadows. And who was the other one? Lewandowski. He's produced it for so long. Champions League, you know, German League. He's been phenomenal. So I would put Ibra last, but it's a great question. Would you take Lamps at Arsenal? I mean, if Gunnosaurus has gone, I don't mind Lamps putting the dinosaur on him and running around the Emirates. I don't want Lampard anywhere near the Emirates. He said, happy Sunday, Curtis, hailing from Maryland. Air smells better sitting 6 points away. What team do you support? Curtis, why not put Vardy on the green screen? Bro, I was just simply looking, you know, Premier League ballers, and this one was up to date. Some of them were the old kits and stuff. But, you know, Vardy is a top player. Benzema is a smart man. Trust me, bro. Hey, listen, everyone. Go subscribe to my brother Broads TV. Let's get his channel up to 1,000 subscribers ASAP. And you're right. Benzema, listen, because what happens, and you're spot on, Gareth Bale wanted to challenge Cristiano Ronaldo, right? He wanted to be top man ahead of him. Guess what happens to Gareth Bale? Come out of here, bro. We love you as a player, but you don't challenge the boss, man. With Benzema, he put his hands up and said, listen, I surrender. I'm not going to try and get Ballon d'Or. I'm just going to play football. Now look at him. He's still there. He's still playing. He kept quiet. Picks up his 200 grand a week. There you go. Wins all the trophies. He played the right role. Here we go. You lot are giving me some tough questions here. Curtis, rank Messi, Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona from 1 to 4. Oh, man, these questions are just horrible. I watched a lot of Pele videos. I've never watched him live. It's very difficult for me to judge players like that, you know. I hate doing comparisons of players like that. I mean, listen, the consistency of Messi and Ronaldo is beyond anything we've ever seen. But from what I've seen, I find it very difficult to say that Messi is better than Maradona. I don't know, because I look at Maradona, I think, You won the World Cup with a way worse Argentina team than what Messi played in. You won Serie A with Napoli when they were a mid-table team. It was a much more difficult time. I think Maradona has to be higher rated than Messi. Ronaldo, the consistency and the numbers. I have to put Pele at number 4, and that is wrong. But I've never watched him live. How can I make a judgment of him? I don't know how good he is apart from videos. So I've got to put Pele at 4. I'll put Cristiano Ronaldo at 3. I'll put Messi at 2, and I'll put Maradona at number 1. I think Maradona's got to be considered, what he achieved. I think is beyond what Messi achieved. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, I'm sure you guys get your opinions in. Fran's put the same 4. Imagine that. I just can't name Pele higher without watching enough of him, As you said, never watched Pele. Someone's put Pele, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo. Pele's the GOAT. As I said, I haven't seen enough. Broad said, let's let Maradona rest, guys. He was great. The others were great too. Let's appreciate them all. You know how it is, man. People ultimately will always compare Maradona all day over Messi. For me, with Messi, right, the thing what I feel like he doesn't go beyond Maradona. World Cup final, Argentina against Germany. Lionel Messi one-on-one with the goalkeeper. On his left foot, Manuel Neuer comes out. He drills it wide. At 0-0. He drills it wide. They lose the game. Germany win the World Cup. 6 months later, Barcelona against Bayern Munich. He rips Boateng to shreds, makes him spin round and dinks it over Neuer with his right foot. That tells me Messi feels that pressure in them blue and white stripes. It's all right scoring all them goals in the qualifiers. Messi bottled the World Cup final. He's bottled some of them Copa America finals. I have to put Maradona above Messi, man, I'm afraid. But that's just my opinion. And football is about opinions, ultimately. Roy said, I've seen both. Messi is the best. There you go. Fair enough. Musa said, I barely got to watch Maradona before my time. Pele, 3 World Cup winner. He is the GOAT. Maradona, Messi, Pele, Ronaldo. Ronaldo dives too much. Do you guys think, right, I'm just asking this question. Do you guys think Cristiano Ronaldo gets the credit he deserves? I'm just putting it out there, right? Leaves leaves Portugal as a teenager, comes to the Prem, gets physically strong, rips down the Premier League to shreds. He won every single trophy in the Prem. Champions League, Prem, FA Cup, won it all. Ripped the Prem to shreds. He goes to Spain. Barcelona are dominating world football. No one can get near him. Right? He goes to Spain, goes toe-to-toe with Messi for years and years and years, actually pulls the reins away from Barcelona to the point that Pep quits. They win the Spanish league. They win 3 Champions Leagues in a row. He goes toe-to-toe with Messi. He then goes to Italy, wins the league, 35 years of age. Still the top goal scorer in Italy. Won the European Championships with Portugal. Won the Nations League with Portugal. Messi has never won a trophy with Argentina. Does Ronaldo get the credit he's deserved? I think that Messi is a better footballer than Ronaldo. He dictates games more. Ronaldo is more of a moments player. But genuine question, does CR7 get the credit he deserves for what he's achieved? You answered it well, Brian, with a lot of respect. Yeah, I have to, man. Have to. Messi over CR7 all day. I get it. And I've said before, I believe Ronaldo isn't as good as Messi. I think Messi, he was just bossing games, He was doing everything. You look at Messi's passing, I've seen Messi just play balls where it's like, you could be one of the best passers in the game ever. You're one of the best dribblers. You're one of the best finishers. I'm just saying, does Ronaldo get the credit? Ronaldo better than Messi in my book. Curtis does tie of a Nigerian passport. Who knows, man? It's just unfortunate Ronaldo is around when Messi is. Yeah, I think it is. If one of them was there by themselves, it would be different. Ronaldo over Messi for me. Well said on CR7 and Messi. Garrincha is the best. Again, didn't see enough of him. Ronaldinho, best player to ever live. I've said before, I think he's the most talented. I think if you're talking natural talent and ability, I think Ronaldinho is the most talented footballer of all time. He just didn't have the consistency over the years. Ronaldinho was a party animal. You know, he literally... I actually read, and I don't know whether this is true. I asked someone this when I went to Barcelona. I've been there a few times. I heard there was a clause in Ronaldinho's contract that he didn't have to train every day. You know, that he only trained like 3 times a week. Whether that's true or not, this was under Frank Rijkaard. And he had clauses in his contract like when it was Carnival in Brazil, he was allowed to fly back and all kinds of madness. Ronaldinho was something else. CR7 over Messi. Best Brazilian striker, R9, Romario or Pele for me. Listen, it's R9, man. It's R9. I will never have that. He's the best striker I've ever seen. He was my favourite footballer. You know, just the best. Romario's finishing, unbelievable. Pele, I've seen the goals, as I've said. Can't make the judgment. Ronaldinho, most talented that ever lived, definitely for me. You know, Messi even says, you know, Ronaldinho did things he couldn't dream of with a football. I remember one game, Ronaldinho, someone pinged the ball to him and he catches the ball here. He like holds it with his chest and in the bottom of his chin, and he's just running with the ball and these guys trying to volley it off him, and I'm just like, he's just mocking football. He's literally mocking football. Who remembers the Ronaldinho video on YouTube where he was volleying the ball against the crossbar? I actually thought that video was fake. You know, I think it was one of the most watched videos ever on YouTube at the time. You know, but Ronaldinho was something else. Sounds like you're saying CR7 has been more clutch than Messi. This means that CR7 would provide what's needed. I just think CR7 has arguably had a better career than Messi because he's won international trophies. And I just believe that the feeling of winning a trophy with your country has got to mean so much to you. You know, I do think Messi is better than Ronaldo, though. I have to admit, I think he dominates games more. But I do think I think there's an argument that Ronaldo's had a better career than Messi. Patrick says, big up Curtis, bro. Respect. Curtis Zizou or Platini? I didn't see much of Platini, to be fair. Heard more about him doing match fixing stuff in UEFA, to be fair. Zinedine Zidane is something else. One of the best midfielders of all time, man. The magic patch on the back of his head. RVP or Harry Kane? I think RVP had more magic, definitely, you know, especially at Arsenal. I would say he was a magic player. But let's be honest, man, RVP had 2.5 good years, 1.5 good years at Arsenal and a good year at United apart from that. So you've got to put Kane above him, to be honest. Let's have a look. I hope Messi can get it. He has one more chance with Argentina. I can't see him doing it now. I think he had the chance to win it, and I don't think they'll get to the final. But you never know. South London's finest, Curtis, is Henry behind R9 when it comes to top 2 number 9s in history all day long. And that pains me to say that, bro. You know, Henry is the best player ever at Arsenal, in my opinion. But R9... come on, bro. World Cup finals. You know, R9's the best striker I've ever seen. You know, got to be honest. Thoughts on Kaka? Unbelievable player. Unbelievable. Curtis, who is your favourite team to support after Arsenal in the Premier League? I can't name another Premier League team. There's no Premier League team that I support. You know, I liked teams from other countries back in the day. I love Barcelona. Until we were challenging Barcelona, because, you know, UEFA were just cheating. Somebody put earlier there, UEFA-Lona. You know, UEFA used to hook Barcelona up all the time. I used to love AC Milan and I used to love Barcelona. They were my 2 favourite teams from around Europe. I used to love George Weah. I loved Rui Costa, Boban, all these players I used to love at AC Milan growing up. Italian football was unbelievable. And then, as you've said here, R9 at Barca does not get talked about much. People talk about R9 at Real Madrid and stuff. R9 at Barca, something else. Under Bobby Robson, running between defenders. Best striker I have ever seen in football, that guy. Something else. Henry behind no one except Franny Jeffers, you know. What a signing he was, man. Terrible signing, you know. Man United bought Wayne Rooney. top scouser from Everton. We go and get Francis Jeffers. The signings just weren't working out for us, man. Prime Ozil is one of the best creators ever. He was phenomenal, especially at Madrid. But he was good at Arsenal when he first joined. R9 in the Kappa kit. Yo, man, I'm telling you, that Kappa kit. Curtis, you're making me feel young, says Gabriel Martinelli. Big up, Gabby, man. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm a bit older than people think, man. Man need to learn about Rui Costa. Yo, the Portuguese Donny, centre mid. Another Portuguese Donny, Luis Figo. Unbelievable. Man left Barcelona, went to Real Madrid. Barca fans threw the pig's head at him, man. He was unreal. Hasselbank or Dwight York. Hasselbank had that rocket of a shot, man, but York, he was, he won the lot at Man United, so you got to go Dwight York. R9 at Barca was beyond belief. He was ridiculous, man. Kaka couldn't cope at Real. Nah, but he was phenomenal at AC Milan. Noslin said, why was I in timeout? I didn't put you in there, bro. Maybe one of the mods. Go easy, mods, man. Obviously, like I always say, unless people are being abusive or anything, leave them be. Crespo at Parma, unbelievable player. Rui Costa was insane. That Parma team, by the way, Buffon, Lilian Thuram, Chiesa, I think, was there as well. Not Rui Costa, sorry. Crespo, their team was phenomenal. Second half's underway. Batistuta as well, phenomenal. Cole and York partnership was a joy to watch. 99, it was. Them two was a joke. Curtis, where do you rank Ian Wright as an Arsenal player? He's my second favourite striker I've ever seen at Arsenal. He's probably the striker that made me really want to support Arsenal. So much charisma, the celebrations. I loved Ian Wright, so much personality. Omri, I loved Anelka. I loved Bergkamp. They were the strikers that really made me. Oh, Foden was nearly in again. Yeah. Curtis, never compare a young Rooney to a young Fabregas ever again. Well, yeah. Kevin Campbell was like, Wayne Rooney was way better than Fabregas as a teenager, but he's played against them. But there you go. City could be in again here. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a foul, surely. What's he given there? Free kick or a goal kick? Yeah, Kevin Campbell was like, listen, man, don't ever compare. He said Rooney was a lot better than Fabregas as a teenager. Curtis or DT, that's an easy one, man. Come on, there's only one winner there. Curtis Shaw TV, let's go, baby. No, big up everyone. Big up DT, man. Get well soon as well. Big up Robbie, get well soon. Laurie as well. All them guys get well soon, man. Suffering with COVID. Miroslav Klose, a top striker. He's just an ultimate goal poacher, isn't he, man? Even when he was bad for his club, he'd go and play for Germany and win golden boots and that. Luis Suarez, another legend of the game. One of the best strikers we've seen in recent history, man. Do you remember that Europe v Rest of the World game? R9 and Batistuta was up front. Was that Old Trafford or am I thinking of a different game? Best African striker ever, Drogba, Eto'o, George Weah or Kanu. That is tough. It's not Kanu. It's got to be one of the other three. I think you got to go Samuel Eto'o. George Weah was ridiculous, though. I think you got to go Eto'o or Drogba. That's what I would say. Very hard to call. Eto'o was I think Eto'o's the first player to win back-to-back trebles. He won the treble at Barca, went to Inter, won the treble. I got to go Samuel Eto'o, if I'm honest. Curtis Wino AFTV interview, brother. It was just timing again. It was just timing. There's a lot of politics around these interviews, man. You come on at a certain time, you can do it, because I'm on the stream as well. So I didn't do one. Yeah, Eto'o for me. Curtis, do you know Angry Ramp, man? No, I don't, Pizarro was good as well. Chelsea on the attack here. Chilwell finds. Oh no, Pulisic gives it away. City look comfortable. City look very comfortable. Prime Eto'o was different. He was, man. At Barca, Prime Eto'o. Couldn't talk to that guy, man. I'm telling you, that front three of Messi, Ronaldinho, and Eto'o, that was ridiculous. Seriously good, man. Who do you see will be the best player in 10 years? Well, over the course of the next 10 years, I think everything's pointing towards Mbappe being the Ballon d'Or winner. I think once Ronaldo and Messi kind of, retire gracefully, I think I think you will see Mbappe. I think will be the World Player of the Year. There's a few others. João Felix looks good. There's some good young players as well. Maybe Neymar sneaks a Ballon d'Or at the end of the back end of his 20s, early 30s. De Bruyne as well. There's a lot of good players. Man City on the attack here again. Foden. De Bruyne with a shot. Ooh, keeper saves it. Iniesta, listen, magician. Unbelievable player. Always seemed to turn up in the biggest of big games, Haaland, Sancho, Mbappe. Yeah. I don't know why. And tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like Haaland's overrated. I could be being harsh. Again, I feel like the Bundesliga's helping him out a little bit. He is good, don't get me wrong, but I'm still not fully convinced. City on the attack, poor ball, Foden. Neil Morgan, best trio ever, Neymar, Messi, Suarez, MSN, that front three. The link-up. You couldn't talk to it. Their interchange of movement. In that Luis Enrique Barcelona was just something else. I thought one of the best front threes was Rivaldo, Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho. But that Neymar, Messi, Suarez, well, maybe not individually, but collectively was unbelievable. Haaland is a B-Tech Ibra. Haaland is good, but he's defo overrated. That's what I would say. I think he's a good striker, but I think the hype around him is a bit too much. Maybe I've got it wrong. Talking about talent, what's your thoughts on Neymar? Neymar's an unbelievable footballer. I just think he made the wrong move. He went to PSG to try and get out of Messi's shadows, but I just think ultimately that move hasn't worked for him. And he plays with a greediness now and an arrogance that I don't really like. I didn't see that at Barca. I think because Messi and Suarez were there, he kind of knew his place a little bit. At PSG, he just thinks, I'm the big boy. I do whatever I want. MSN was must-see TV, you're right. And that was serious. Xavi or Pirlo? That is a tough one. Xavi was the dictator. Pirlo was a bit more exquisite. He would play the ball that would open your defense. I think what Xavi did for Barcelona was very underrated, to keep that team ticking constantly. I think Pirlo is more entertaining. I probably enjoyed watching him more, but I'm giving it Xavi. I think what he did was very underrated in that team and the Spanish team. Christian Santos said, Curtis, imagine if Messi would have nationalised himself Spanish. He would have won at least 3 World Cups, don't you think? Yeah, all day long. Fair play to him, he stayed loyal to Argentina. It would have been easy for him to just say, I want to play for Spain. But you're right. You are right in that. Favourite Italian player of all time? My favourite Italian player of all time is Francesco Totti. I loved him. Closely followed, I have to say, by Del Piero. Del Piero was unbelievable player. But Francesco Totti was my favourite Italian player. Just so much flair. I always wanted him to leave Roma, but he was loyal to him. But yeah, Francesco Totti. Closely followed by Del Piero. Whipped in. Oh, what a save. Whipped in by De Bruyne and header. And the header was by Rodri and saved by Mendy. Tips it over. Thoughts on Ansu Fati? Looks a very good young player. Very quick. Roberto Baggio, some are saying as well. Del Piero was good. I don't know why, though. I was a big fan of Francesco Totti. John Terry or Rio Ferdinand? I'll go Rio Ferdinand, Didn't have to, slide tackle that much. Was so good on the ball. Unbelievable player. Yeah, Totti was unreal. Corner to City, whipped in, volleyed. Oh, it's gone wide. Havertz or Werner? I think Havertz probably will still come good. Varane or Gerrard, someone said there. Oh, man said, don't forget the psycho Di Canio. He was a baller as well in the Prem. Where's that comment? Yeah, someone said, Kai Devlin said, Varane or Gerrard. You got to go Gerrard, man. He produced over and over again. I did love Varane as a player, though. Broad said, to be honest, when Messi chose Argentina, they were better. Spain only became good when he had already pledged to Argentina. Yeah, Argentina were not bad when he was playing. They had players like Tevez and them man there. They were balling, but it just didn't happen. Maldini, Curtis, one of the best defenders of all time. Undoubtedly, man. Maldini is one of the very best. Thoughts on Modric? Oh, Modric. You can't talk to Luka Modric, man. Since he went to Real Madrid, levels have just gone through the roof, man. Dictates the game outside of the foot passes. Luka Modric, unbelievable footballer. Mario Balotelli, I would say wasted talent. You know, Inter and Man City, I thought he could be one of the best strikers in the world. I think he plays in Serie B now. He's been at loads of clubs. Career's gone downhill. You know, wasted talent for me. But he made his money. Maybe he made the money too early. Curtis, Michael Carrick is the most underrated player in Premier League history. He's good. I wouldn't say the most underrated, but very good. Doesn't get the credit he deserves, but yeah. Gerald or Lampard? Gerald all day long. Cesc or Santi Cazorla? I think Santi is the magician. I have to admit, I'm an Cesc Fabregas fan, man. He was at Arsenal for a long time, producing 16 years of age, battered up Vieira in the Champions League. So Santi was a magician, but, you know, Fabregas produced it for a longer time. Ronaldinho or Henry? Ronaldinho is probably the most entertaining footballer I've ever watched. I absolutely loved watching him. I'm just going to go off the Arsenal bias and say Henry. Was he better than Ronaldinho? Probably not, if I'm being honest. Mainz are beating Bayern Munich 2-0. Sané is not looking good. Can we go and pick someone up? I read that David Alaba could be going to Real Madrid. I mean, Bayern Munich losing 2-0 at home as well at half-time. Unpopular opinion, Iniesta better than Zidane. I can't agree with that one, bro. I love Iniesta, but Zidane, next level. Next level. Set piece taker as well. He scored goals. You know, Iniesta didn't score that many goals, really. So now I'm putting Zidane above Iniesta. Buffon or Casillas? I would say Buffon. Buffon, for me, the best goalkeeper of this generation. I don't think Casillas can talk to Buffon. Buffon, for me, is the best goalkeeper of this generation. Thoughts on the new recruits to the Jamaica national team? Would you have liked to be involved right now, bro? I would have loved it. Would have absolutely loved it. Good friend of mine, Andre Gray, I believe that one's going to happen. That one's been in talks for a while. I think Isaac Hayden from Newcastle is going there as well. Listen, it's good, man. It's good. I think you'll see more and more of this happening. You know, when you think about some of the players that could be playing for Jamaica right now and think how good the team would be. Daniel Sturridge, Raheem Sterling, you know, ballers, you know, that could be playing there. Obviously, Leon Bailey's there now as well. You know, so I think it's good. I think it's positive. They have to believe in, but the setup has to be better. For too many years, the whole national team setup in Jamaica has been too unprofessional. Problems with wages, training facilities, all that. Everything needs to be proper, and then you will see the progression. So, listen, I'm glad to see some of the big players go in there and are playing. Ramos, best leader. Ramos is a legend. Here come Chelsea. Ooh, just wide from Kovacic on his left foot. Ramos is a legend, man. I'm sure he'll have an icon card on FIFA soon. Curtis, your thoughts on James Justin, bought from Luton? He looks good, man. He looks good. He's turned into a solid right back. We've got some great options in the England squad at the moment. You know, you look at Trent, James Justin, Wan-Bissaka, Max Aarons, you know, Trippier. There's so many right backs. We could just do with a centre mid and a centre back. Zidane v Brazil, one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. I never forget that game because it was France against Brazil, and it was like, I remember Henry scored the winner in that game. Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. I remember Zidane flicking the ball over Ronaldo's head and just gliding past him. You know, Ronaldinho didn't even influence that game. Zidane in that game, if you ever get a chance to watch the highlights of that game on YouTube, Zidane, next level. And the guy who just said there, Iniesta better than Zidane, you got to remember Zidane got to a World Cup final. Biggest game in football history. You're playing against Buffon, you get a penalty. Buffon, for me, one of the best goalkeepers ever. Probably the best goalkeeper of our generation. And he just chips the penalty down the middle, crossbar and in. I probably wouldn't chip a penalty in the Replay Me League on YouTube in Enfield. Do you know what I mean? This guy's chipping penalties, World Cup final against Buffon, crossbar and in, just cash. All right. 90 minutes later or 70 minutes later, he headbutted Materazzi in the chest. But that might make him even more of a legend, to be fair. You know, man's cussing your mum, you headbutt him, man. But listen, Zidane. Yeah, Zidane better than Iniesta for me. Chelsea, the new Arsenal. What a great shout that is, man. You know, Lampard's the new Arteta. Zidane, different gravy. Unbelievable player. The magic patch, Zizou. South London's finally said, Curtis, for me, Clarence Seedorf is one of the most underrated midfielders of all time. Lead-up, powerhouse, underrated technical ability. Incredible player. That AC Milan team, man. What a player. Clarence Seedorf, man. I think he's got some sort of record as well. Hasn't he won the Champions League with 2 teams or 3 teams? Something crazy like that. Seedorf and Davids. Centre mid for Holland. Incredible. Chelsea on the attack again. Foden. Every time they attack, they look like they can score. They're just playing little triangles. They're taking the mick out of Chelsea here, man. Imagine if Suarez had signed for Chelsea back in the day. We would have won the Premier League. There was no doubt about it. We were a top quality striker under Arsene Wenger at that period from winning the title. We should have got Higuain from Real Madrid. Napoli got him. He went and lit up the Italian league. And then we should have got Luis Suarez with that stupid offer. Here come City again. Bernardo Silva shoots. Oh, it's blocked. He's got it back. Still got a chance. City just tore him with Chelsea here. Yaya Toure, Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso was unbelievable on the ball. I got to go for Yaya, man. I've never seen a guy just run through midfields like him. I wish Chowdhury said, Curtis, have you seen the pic of Lewandowski in bed with all the trophies he won? I saw that. He's holding one there, one there. He just got trophies everywhere, man. I'm telling you. Thoughts on Suarez at Atletico? He's still producing, man. They've given him that hunger. You know, can you imagine Diego Simeone when he saw Suarez? He would have been like, yo, listen, don't worry about Barca. You've still got 2 years left in you, man. Come here and produce. So I think Suarez was a mistake on Barcelona's, letting him go. Broad said, LOL, man said he wouldn't try that replay me league. I hear that. Zidane, unbelievable. Next level. City could be in again here. De Bruyne whips it. Puts it wide every time they attack. No, but Broad's real talk. Chipping penalties down the middle. World Cup finals. You're on a different planet for even having the nerve to do that. You know, let alone it goes crossbar and in as well. Zidane's next level, bro. Willian has scored more Champions League goals than Ronaldinho. See our stats can be just so deceiving. You know, some people, sometimes you can get fooled into that. Man will start telling you Willian's better than Ronaldinho off them stats, you know. Lewandowski or Suarez, I think both at their prime. I think Luis Suarez is better than him. Seriously. Magic. The things we've seen this guy do in the Prem and at Barca, I just think he's a next level. If you're talking the prime of both of them, I'm going Luis Suarez. Man City on the training ground now. And I'm delighted because you know how many times I've seen City do this to Arsenal. You know, go 2 or 3 goals up and just start bopping us. And we can't do nothing about it. Curtis, rate Bruno, Pogba, Thiago and De Bruyne. I'm putting De Bruyne number 1. I think Thiago's... it's a tough one. Pogba's last for me. Pogba's last. I love Pogba as a player, but he hasn't produced for a while, man. I'll go De Bruyne, Thiago, Bruno, Pogba. I think De Bruyne is the best all round. I think Thiago as a dictator of play is on another planet. Bruno for me is a moments player, you know, who can produce quality moments, and Pogba just hasn't been consistent enough. Best comeback you have seen. It's got to be a Liverpool one, you know. This guy, you know, every time they always produce crazy comebacks. Maybe a Champions League final, 3-0 down against Milan. You know, even maybe the Barcelona one, 4-0 down, you know. Or was it 3 or 4-0? Champions League semi-final. They're the team that always, you know. Yeah, no spamming people. People putting mad Bitcoin things up and stuff like that. Don't. Let's not go down there. Yeah, big up 1-1. He said, if you haven't, go subscribe to Broads TV. As I said, go and subscribe to my brother's channel. Let's get him above 1,000 subscribers and beyond. Big up my boy Ray Jihad's in here as well. Go and subscribe to his channel. Top upcoming FIFA gamer. Also Liverpool blogger as well. Listen, anyone needs hints and tips on FIFA, as I said, It's a head loss game, pure frustration, that game. He will give you hints and tips. Go and subscribe to his channel. Content coming out soon. Ben said, Curtis, which is your favourite midfield three ever? For me, it's Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. Nah, do you know what? Favourite midfield three? That's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. I wouldn't pick that one. I wouldn't. I got bored with that midfield. I got to be honest. I started getting bored. The tiki-taka went over the top at one stage for me. What is the best midfield three? I mean, even Arsenal, most of our best midfields were twos. And Chelsea, they're getting rinsed here. Sterling finds De Bruyne. Oh, the keeper does well. Man City on the counter-attack today. Oh, my days. The pace. The pace is mad. Sterling looks rapid. Kante getting dragged off here for Billy Gilmore. I mean, what has happened to Kante? Kante's gone from, like, the best ball winner in world football. You know, I don't know what he is now. He looks like, let me think of a you know, I don't know. His game's just disappeared. You know, he's trying to get on the ball, can't do nothing, ain't winning the ball back. It's crazy, man. De Bruyne is a 9. Man's playing false 9 and just bopping. Like, it's mad. De Bruyne's next level. I heard man the other week saying, oh, Bruno's better than De Bruyne. Do me a favour. You know, De Bruyne bosses games and can still score goals. Bruno Fernandes is a moments player. He pops up with goals. He scores penalties. He does create assists. Look how much times Bruno gives the ball away. He's given that freedom to just keep going for the killer pass, and it will work eventually. He's got quality, and he's got quality players around him. De Bruyne is just next level. He drives, you know, he makes things happen. I agree. Kante's peak was 2015 to 2017. You know, he was unbelievable. You couldn't get away from him. He just hunted you down. You know, he just looks poor now. Looks poor, man. I don't know what's happened to him, you know. I don't know if it's the role they're playing him, but he's been awful. I think he's due a move, man. I would, if I was Chelsea, I'd be looking at moving him. Seriously, I'd be looking at maybe getting to PSG on a hype or something, you know. Curtis, Bergkamp or Ozil, that's easy for me, mate. One of them's got a statue outside the Emirates. The other one's playing Fortnite. So I'll go with the statue, bruv. Thoughts on David Silva at Man City? He's a legend. He's one of the best number 10s we've ever seen at club level. You know, unbelievable footballer. The intelligence of David Silva. Another player here, Yaya Toure. I think Yaya Toure is one of the best centre mids to ever play in the Prem. You know, you can put him right up there for me. Maybe you're putting him just behind like the likes of Gerrard and Scholes and them, man, because they produced for a longer period of time. But prime Yaya, come on, man. This guy used to jog past 3 or 4 players and just, you couldn't get near him. 6'5", strong, unbelievable technique. He can shoot. He had skill. Yaya was special, I'm telling you. Yaya was special. Dennis Bergkamp, my favourite Arsenal player of all time. Yeah, he's up there. He's right up there. I would go for Henry, but Dennis was magic. How stupid you have to be to think Fernandes is better than De Bruyne. But you know what people get like, especially these Man U fans. I get it. We all cling to our own player. You know, Arsenal do it. We all do it. When a player's on form for you, jump on, you know, how good they are. But Bruno ain't on De Bruyne's level. Hudson-Odoi. Great 1-2. I actually think Hudson-Odoi is at the point he should be starting. Every time he comes on, he seems to play well. De Bruyne is similar to Gerrard. Yeah, in certain ways, definitely. I think Gerrard's probably better tackler and those kind of things. But similar, you know, build and technical ability and stuff like that. Here come Chelsea on the attack. Oh, it's cleared. Yeah, Yaya Toure was a beast, man. Unbelievable player. Yaya, 13-14 season. Sterling runs past 2. Oh, he gets tackled, nearly a penalty. Omar said, Yaya in the 13-14 best season from a midfielder in Prem history. I think he scored 20. Didn't he score 20 Premier League goals that season? He was phenomenal. As an attacking midfielder, just phenomenal player. Chelsea getting a spanking. Yaya started the Man City revolution. I think that core of Joe Hart, Vincent Kompany, Yaya Toure, David Silva, Aguero. That was their thing to build off. That was their core, their spine that they could build off, and it worked. It worked for them, man. Indeed, he is better than Kante at the moment. He is. Kante's all over the place, bro. I'm telling you, all over the place. They're trying to get him on the ball and playing football. It ain't going to happen. He's not that guy. Grealish or Bruno? That's difficult, right? I tell you why. Because even though I think Grealish an unbelievable footballer, I think he's got more in certain ways to his game than Bruno. But you've got to admit, Bruno is producing at Man United consistently as well. We've seen players before be unbelievable at these Villas and teams like that, go to a top club, and it don't happen for them. So I think you've still got to put respect on Bruno's name that, he's come from Sporting Lisbon, gone to Man United, and he's bossing it. He is bossing it. I'm not going to hate on him. He's bossing it. But Grealish has got mad ability, crazy ability. I think we can make that judgment when he leaves, if he leaves and goes to a big club. Arsenal Invincibles or Barcelona's peak? It's hard, isn't it? Because look, Barcelona's peak dominated for a long period of time. Our Invincibles, we didn't even win the title the following season. We didn't win the Champions League. It's hard for me to say that the Invincibles are better than Barcelona. It's wrong of me to say that. And I'm an Arsenal fan, so I would love to say that. You're talking about a Barcelona team that dominated for years and years and years. It was like a cheat code, that Barcelona team. How could you beat that Barcelona team? They just kept the ball, and when they lost the ball, they pressed you in threes and fours. So I can't put the Invincibles over them. We didn't dominate. We should have won the Champions League, to create proper domination. So, yeah, you've got to go Barca all day long. They also had Messi in the team, prime Messi. Didn't Messi score 90 goals one season? You can't talk to that. There was a time Yaya's free kicks were like penalties. He just used to run up, walk up to it, and just bend it in the top corner. It's crazy. Grealish would be perfect for Arsenal, but that cannot happen. He'll stay or go somewhere bigger. Yeah, that's the thing. I would love Grealish in this Arsenal team. But, yeah, he's going to end up at Man United, I reckon. Curtis, would you rather have a league where Arsenal would always win the league like PSG and Liga, or the exciting Premier League? The Prem. I think them leagues, they suffer because one team just dominates. The Prem, it's the excitement that makes it so special. Keegan said Sterling or De Bruyne. It's got to be De Bruyne. Sterling's great player for Man City, but it's got to be KDB, man. As I said, KDB gets in every club team in world football, without a shadow of a doubt. You can talk about systems, but he gets in any team. 91 goals in 1 year for Messi. I mean, it's not even fair, is it? Thiago or De Bruyne? Still going KDB, Even though I think Thiago is the ultimate, and when I say the ultimate, I mean the ultimate dictator of play. But De Bruyne's got so much to his game, So I'm going De Bruyne. Cheat code, bro. You know that. When you played that Barcelona team, it got close to the point you just couldn't beat them. You couldn't even get the ball off them. Xavi and Iniesta just playing 1-2s, Busquets. You had Dani Alves on the overlap. You had Messi just ripping you apart. David Villa. Even Pedro was just scoring scruffy goals. That team was impossible. Son, best Asian footballer in history. Yeah, as far as I know, I would say he is. Let me know if there's any others. I mean, I remember Nakata was a very good player. Very good player. So, yeah. Best player in the Prem this year for me, Grealish. Has he been the best player in the Prem? I'm not sure. That's a hard one, That's a hard one. I'm trying to think. Obviously, Liverpool are top. I don't think anyone's been unbelievable for them. Yeah, maybe. He's been up there. Sancho thoughts. I think he needs to leave now. I think his time's up. I think he's had a good little run in Germany. Come to the Prem now and do the business. I think 100 million was too much. I think 70, 80 million to get him. Gundogan's coming off, obviously scored that brilliant goal. Pep's loving this, Fernandinho coming on. This is the thing what does make Pep special, They can win big games with no out-and-out striker. It's crazy, man. Man said, wow, Nakata at Perugia takes me back. I mean, listen, the man's got icon card on FIFA, man. He must have been doing something. Robertson has been unbelievable for Liverpool. Yeah, listen, Robertson's incredible. Got him from Hull City, relegated. I always thought he had something about him. Every time we played Hull, I used to think this guy can cross a ball, but he's been phenomenal at Liverpool. Klopp's worked wonders with him. With your winning personality and football knowledge, great idea streaming other football games, Curtis. Thank you very much, man. That's a big compliment. I agree, though. Winning personality. I always try and tell people that. Not really. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. Listen, I'm getting good numbers on here, so I'm more than happy to do other games. More fans watching Curtis TV than the match. Smash the like. I appreciate that. Man United or Man City? I got to go Man City, man. I can't ever pick Man United. I've got too many Man United friends, Do you feel that West Brom can stay up with Big Sam? I think they're getting relegated. I think they made a mistake bringing him in. I think Bilic still deserved more time, considering he'd got them promoted. Curtis for president. Hey, if only, man. I wouldn't want that pressure. Timo Werner runs into the box, and that sums up his game. Honestly, this Timo Werner, he is having a nightmare. I think, did he get a corner? John Stones just wrapped him up. It's like, listen, you ain't going to do anything. Werner looks like a player right now that's got no belief in his ability, doesn't know how to run past players. He can't get a chance. It's a low point. But as I always say, you can't just write people off, man. It only can take 2 or 3 good games. And you're back. Look at the way Stone's just shielding him out. Look at the strength. Look, Werner looks weak, man. Oh, what's it? If City get a striker, they'll win the league easy. No, I think Liverpool will still be right there with them. I think it's more if Aguero stays fit and bangs goals in. Kovacic off, Havertz on now. Pez 5 or 6. You know what? Why do I always think it was Pez 5 that I used to hammer? I can't remember the front covers to both of them, to be honest. I always thought it was Pez 5 was the one that I really loved. I could be wrong. I would have to see the front covers, to be honest. Mane or Salah? I'm Mane. I just slightly Mane. But I think Salah's more the goal-getter, isn't he, Let's see. Curtis, do you agree that Jose called Wenger a specialist in failure and the manager with no pressure on his job? I personally agree. Listen, was he lying? We went, 8-9 years without winning a trophy? I think Jose looked at it like, listen, man, how can you be in a job, a top-level club, for 8-9 years with no trophy and get away with it? So he was disrespectful with it, but I kind of get what he means as well. Yeah, I remember this guy. Was it Ali Dai, Iranian GOAT, still all-time top international top goal scorer? I remember his name always used to pop up. He's got a mad goal record, innit? Crazy goal record. Ali Dai. Mane or Son? That's a tough one because Son is unreal, I got to admit. Mane's been better than him the past few years. I think Son this year has been better. It's very close. Very, very close. I still think Mane's produced more than Son. So I'll just favour Mane. Pez had R9 on it. Yeah. Pez 5 was a banger. That was a banger. Pez 6. Which one had... one of them had... the referee on it was at Kalina. And then, someone saying there, Pez with Adriano. Adriano on Pez, man. 99 shot power. Babangida, 99 sprint speed. Jeez, man. ISS Pro. Pez 5, Terry and Henry. Pez 6, Adriano. They were both great, to be fair. And we should have more Premier League titles under Wenger. Definitely. Who's having a worse season, Werner or Aubameyang? It's a tricky one. I feel like Werner looks even worse than Aubameyang. And I feel like Aubameyang is just a matter of time. Where I feel like with Werner, there's no guarantee he's gonna come good. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea, United, Curtis, United and Arsenal have had their banter cycle. It's time for Chelsea now. That's it. It happens, It happens. Pez is still the king all day long. Doesn't matter how long we play FIFA, and we've all stopped playing Pez, most of us. Pez will always be the king of the football games, man. Bruno is as good as Kevin. Different styles, similar numbers. Not for me. Not for me. You can talk about numbers, but I'm just going off output on the pitch. There's no way for me Bruno is better than De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is world class. I'm talking, he's up there as maybe the best centre midfielder in the world. It's an argument. Bruno is not. Bruno is a very good cam, scores a lot of important goals. He's very good. He's done brilliant at Man United. But no, I'm not putting Bruno above De Bruyne. Not a chance. Werner and Havertz becoming expensive flops. Not much criticism on Lampard. I think the criticism's coming. I think it's coming. Messi will go either City or PSG. Where do you think he'll go? I personally don't think Messi will come to the Prem. He's 34 in June. I don't think Messi will want to come to the Prem at 34. It'll be very difficult for him to adjust. I think PSG could be an option. They've got huge money. Neymar's there. Poch, Argentinian, is the manager. Easier league for him. Possibly would consider that. Or does he go MLS? He keeps talking about the MLS. So maybe he'll go there and just chill. He would score loads of goals. Aguero or Suarez? I think if you're talking about the prime, again, you've got to go Luis Suarez. I think in the Premier League, Aguero produced more consistently than Suarez, but Suarez's best seasons were better than Aguero's best seasons. And Suarez won the Champions League. He scored in the Champions League final. So I've got to go Luis Suarez. Bruno world class, De Bruyne is elite. Possibly. Is it too early to call Bruno world class? Has he had the big Champions League nights, the big Premier League games, enough of them to call him world class? I don't know. Sometimes I think we throw that world class thing out a bit too quick. But he's definitely on his way if he's not there. Romario or Rivaldo? Again, Romario was unbelievable. I saw more of Rivaldo, so I would go for Rivaldo just purely off the fact I saw more of him without necessarily knowing who was better. Romario, I know for certain, is one of the best finishers I've ever seen. I watched a lot of videos of him. Messi to MLS, I think that will happen. Free kick to Man City, edge of the box. Thiago Silva, I have to admit, he's looking a little old today, man. Let me answer this question because you've put this question in a lot of times. Awis Chowdhury, Curtis, free car garage, luxury, daily, and supercar. What do you want me to pick the order? I mean, can you drive a luxury car daily? What do you consider a daily car? Supercars, your Lambos, and that. Again, you can't drive them daily. I'll go my nice daily car, my supercar, and I'll go daily luxury supercar. Supercars are often uncomfortable, man. I've been in Lamborghinis and that. They're low. You feel all the speed bumps, potholes mash up your car and that, Free kick to Man City. De Bruyne, he puts it wide. Curtis, how's it going? Lacazette's link-up plays look great with the youth. It has, man. He looks like he's back somewhere near his best with this energy around him and all this pace. Lacazette's looking really good. Rivaldo a 10, Romario a 9. Hard to compare, you're right. I just, if I had to answer, Romario is one of the best finishers. But I saw a lot of Rivaldo. Corner to Man City is Foden. Finds Rodri. They're just chilling. It's turned into a keep ball session. I think Frank Lampard will be very worried about this performance, to be honest. Best football stadium you've been to? That's a good question. Best football stadium? It's got to be Highbury for me. It has got to be Highbury. The history, being close to the pitch. It's got to be Highbury. Really has. Chelsea, chance or corner? Yeah, got to be Highbury. The most meaning behind it. Yeah, I would say Highbury. Much better than the Emirates. The Emirates is just, it's like a museum, unfortunately. Where do you rank Luis Suarez? He's right up there. Right up there, Yeah, you man chill with the spam, man. I will try and get to your questions. Don't worry. I see all of them. It's just, I get to them as and when I can. The 2002 Brazil team was unreal. Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, front three, Lucio in defence. It was serious, man. Do you think Suarez possibly had the best ever season in the Prem for an individual? It was up there. It was up there. I think Ronaldo's one at United as well. Henry's. There's a few of them who've had them exceptional seasons. Lacquer is like them youth workers who ball out with the young G's looking lit. I'm telling you, man, who join in and start balling. Lewandowski or Kane, I got to go Lewandowski, man. Could we get back to Highbury? If only, man. They're luxury flats there now. Imagine living in Highbury. I know they're very expensive. 5 minutes to go in this game. De Bruyne comes off. Fernandinho gives him the hug. He knows, man. Again, look at this game. De Bruyne has absolutely bossed this game. Should have scored two, but this guy's just amazing footballer. Aguero comes on for the last 5 minutes. They're just going to try and slowly get him fit. I think Man City will be right up there in the title race. Foden comes off as well. He's balling at the moment as well. Do you watch cricket? Occasionally. Occasionally, I watch the West Indies. But not often, more. I can't really watch Test cricket too much now. I'll more watch like 2020 cricket and stuff. I went to watch the West Indies against Australia 2015 in Dominica. It was a Test match, and it's not easy, man, to watch Test cricket. Oh, whipped in, keeper saves it. Mendy there saves it. Curtis Buendia or Isco. See, what I'm trying to work out, is Buendia the answer long term? If we think Buendia is the answer, then go for Buendia. If they're not sure about Buendia, then I would take Isco and look for the answer in the summer. So it's a difficult one, because I just wonder, why did they not go for Buendia in the summer? He was available. They'd just been relegated. He was probably easier to sign. And maybe Isco can't find that level anymore that he was at. So I think the club will look at Isco and Buendia. It depends how much Buendia costs. I think if they get him for 15, 20, maybe 25, maybe they'll go for him. Any more than that, I think they'll look for Isco. Man said, man, cricket is boring. 2020 is actually quite good. Issa said, prime Adriano or Henry. I got to go prime Henry, even though Adriano was mad. Did you say Dominica? Yeah, Dominica, bro. I was over there. Rosa, I was at the National Stadium watching the cricket, man. My granddad's from Lat Plain, man. Dominica. And obviously, other side of the family, Jamaica. Pineapple on pizza is a no-no for me. Fruit should not be anywhere near a pizza. Timo Werner, worst signing of the season. You know what? A few of my Liverpool friends and that were disappointed when Werner never went to Liverpool. Everyone thought he was going to Liverpool. And he's gone to Chelsea, man, and he just doesn't look good. He looks so short of confidence. I keep saying he needs one of them games where Chelsea beat like Sheffield United or West Brom or Burnley 4-0 and he scores two, but it just doesn't seem to happen. And he'll probably get dropped after this game or put on the left. Because every time Giroud plays, he seems to bag, so he's struggling. Big no to the flop Isco. We don't need him. But imagine if he got anywhere near his previous level. James Rodriguez was seen as a flop. He's been good in the Prem. I get your point, though. I do get your point. Arsenal kits have been fire since they moved back to Adidas, especially last season. The yellow kit, they have produced good kits. We've just got to produce better teams. That's the thing. Norwich was said to be open to offers of 25 million for Buendia. I think for 25 mil, you'd have to consider it. Isco is not a flop. He lacks goals, but is an elite player once he finds his form. He needs confidence in an attacking possession side. I mean, I still think there's something there. He's 28. Isco for 6 months or use Ozil. I'll go Isco. Seriously, 28. I think he's got a point to prove. He wants to get in that Spanish squad for the Euros. He knows he needs to play. I think Ozil's done, man. I seriously think he's done now. He hasn't played all season, Curtis Lampard is getting a visit from Roman tomorrow. I think he's definitely getting a phone call or something. Something's going to happen. He's not going to accept this. City are on the attack again here. Oh, my God. Rodri's getting rugby tackled. Chelsea have been poor. Who remembers Denis Suarez? But I don't necessarily think that Denis Suarez is that Isco is a Denis Suarez. Isco has actually been a baller. Cantwell or Buendia, definitely Buendia out of them two. I'm not overly sure about Cantwell. I think Cantwell's probably a mid to bottom half of the table Premier League team, even though Arsenal are mid-table at the moment. Who would you rather have on your team, Ronaldo or Messi? That's a sticky one. That, even though we're saying Messi's better, if you're talking Prem, Arsenal, I'm guaranteed goals from Ronaldo. Is Messi going to adjust? But then Ronaldo probably needs. I've got to go Messi. I've just got to go Messi. Even though it all sounded like I can just see Messi just running past people. So I got to go Messi. One said Isco is a good player. I still think he is, man. I'm telling you. Is this true? Because I thought this as well. I thought it said you can't have two players on loan from the same club. So that would mean Ceballos has to go back to Real Madrid for us to get Isco. And you see how Ceballos played yesterday. The club might want to stick with him. But listen, it is what it is. What's the score? Still 3-0 to Man City. They've turned it into a training game. It's a keep ball session. Crossed in. Hudson-Odoi. He scored. Good finish. 3-1. Hudson-Odoi scores. 50 seconds to go. Timo Werner actually couldn't even, the ball nearly got crossed into him as well. And he didn't quite get it. It was crossed in. Who is that crossing it in? I think it's Havertz. Good finish from Hudson-Odoi, to be fair. Hudson-Odoi, for me, is a very good player. Werner was desperate to get to that ball as well. Crossed in across the box. Werner couldn't reach it. Hudson-Odoi came in back post and side foots in the bottom corner. 3-1. Good game. It's been a good game to stream. We've had good numbers all the way through the game. Really appreciate all you guys and girls tuning in. There's 10 seconds to go. Maybe they'll add an extra 30 seconds on. And big up Curtis. Would you take Wijnaldum and Draxler on a free? First of all, I think Wijnaldum will either sign a new contract or I think he will go to Barcelona. So I don't think we'd get him. And Draxler, I think Draxler's done, man. That did look offside as well, but listen, they don't care. Ronaldo guaranteed goals. Messi that's the thing. 3-1 to Man City. He did look offside. Full-time whistle's gone. Big up Kurt. Nice background there. Yeah, I like it. Let me know what you think. I think this could work for when we do, different games of other teams. I'm definitely, because of the numbers and the great interaction, I've enjoyed doing this. I will continue doing some games of other teams. I think it can work. Looking ahead for the week, we've got Man City, Man United on Wednesday. Carabao Cup semi-final. That could be a good game to do. We'll probably aim and do that. Obviously, Arsenal don't play until next Saturday against Newcastle in the FA Cup. Tomorrow we've got Southampton, Liverpool. I'll let you know. I'll be streaming tomorrow at 2:00. Arsenal 1. I'll try and get a guest on for that, and we'll talk about the weekend's games and obviously go into more detail of the Arsenal victory. I'll let you know if I'm going to do Liverpool-Southampton tomorrow, but I'll definitely do Man United, Man City on Wednesday. Really appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you very much. Great interaction from you guys. Really appreciate the support. He says, lovely background. Still want Vardy on there as well. Big up Curtis. As usual, excellent stream. Thank you very much. Listen, enjoy the rest of your Sundays, people. I'm going to go and have my dinner now and chill. Lampard out. Or is it Lampard in? He's so bad we might want to keep him at Chelsea and let him struggle. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on the way out. Take care, everyone. I will see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Bless.